What would you say, you know what I mean, if you're a Lakers fan, and what's going to be this team without AD on the floor?
So there's some terrific teams in the league that I respect that are contending. The Nets in the East in particular, the Sixers, I want to put them in that conversation, the Jazz, the Clippers, and the Lakers. With AD, the Lakers, to me, are still invincible. Without him, they're vulnerable. And they won't win the West if he's not healthy. And how they're going to look different, it's going to be more minutes for Montrez, more minutes for Kyle Kuzma. They're not necessarily defenders up front, which other teams' bigs are probably going to have their way against them. It's going to be high-volume LeBron at his age because he got to try to protect them from seeding in the tough Western Conference. So if you're the Lakers, LeBron, he's going to keep you in the race. But if you're going to get there, AD's got to be healthy.
Well, it's interesting, you know, because Paul Pierce, you've actually dealt with this. We talk about game winners, but talk about wanting to win back-to-back championships. And you and your Celtics were on pace to do that, but then KG gets hurt at the back half of the season. Yeah, so you've been through it. I mean, what was going through your mind during that time, knowing that a big cornerstone of winning the title a season ago wasn't going to be able to play with you?
Well, we knew we couldn't win without him, so our whole mindset was like, all right, I'm going to have to step up more. Ray is going to have to do more. Everybody is going to have more responsibility. And hopefully we get them back later in the season. We didn't care about home court at that point. We just wanted to be healthy and get into the playoffs like that. And I think that's the same mindset that you're seeing from the Lakers. They just want to be healthy going into the playoff. They don't care what seed they're going to be because they've shown they can be dominant on the road as well as at home. They just want to get there healthy, and hopefully AD doesn't do what KG did because KG didn't come back that year, and it cost us from having a second title. So hopefully he gets healthy and he comes back for their second run.
Well, the most consecutive games AD has missed is 14. That was back in 2016. But let's talk about the mindset then of LeBron. What should it be moving forward? Both of you, Paul and Jalen, I'd love to hear.
Well, I've seen LeBron live his best life and show up with a game, at an NBA game with a glass of wine. That's when he knew that they were that deal. They were invincible. If he's having that same glass tonight, he's looking at his confidence and saying, I know AD has dealt with some injuries in the past, and I brought him here to carry the load in the regular season so I can rest. Now he got me carrying the load in the regular season. Hopefully I'm not burnt out, Woj, when the playoffs come.
Well, listen, the Lakers are saying 4 weeks, and I talked to Anthony Davis's agent, Rich Paul, this evening, and he says that 4 weeks is a conservative estimate. That, listen, they're going to hold out AD as long as they need to until they feel like he is past this. It's not lingering. But the good news is, you know, as Rich Paul said, that the Achilles tendon is strong, and there's no damage to it. When he played Sunday and got hurt, he had come back after having that lingering pain and felt 100% before he bumped legs with Nikola Jokic. So there's no reason to believe that Anthony Davis is going to be out months, that it's in question whether he comes back. But they're going to take their time, and it will be, though, the second half of the season, which starts March 10th, March 11th, you know, before you see the Lakers really start to consider the possibility of bringing AD back.
All right, so you're down 22 points a game. He was averaging 32 minutes a game. So the guys that have to step up, one, Jalen, I know you always talk about Kyle Kuzma, but Uncle P, who do you want to see more of? Who do we have to see more of from the Lakers now?
I think we're going to get more out of their sixth man of the year from a year ago, Montrezl Harrell. But check this out. This is an opportunity for LeBron to put a stranglehold on the MVP this year because he's head and shoulders there now. But without AD, he's going to show the world he's an MVP at the age of 36. And I look for him to go out there and show the world, like, this should have been mine last year. He's probably saying, he's definitely going to do it this year, and I just think this is a huge opportunity right now for him, especially we're going to look at Anthony Davis being out. If they could just play solid basketball, you know, just maybe 7 out of 10 wins, you know, not fall too far behind in the standings, and he continue to be dominant, he'll have this MVP trophy wrapped up with like 20 games left in the season.
And LeBron also knows if he averages what he averages right now for the next 130 games, he'd be the NBA's all-time leading scorer. And so he understands that place in history, and he's also moving up there on the assist list. But Paul is exactly right. He's going to force the media to make him MVP this year. Like, y'all dismiss me way too much. Y'all know I'm the best player in the game. I don't want to hear nothing about load management. I'm playing every night. We one of the best teams, Woj, and I'm putting up numbers. He's going to be upset if we Don't vote for the
You
king.
better put your little self in there. Don't y'all over here to me and Woj, okay? LeBron James has played 1,555 career games.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.